What's going on, everybody? Dialerix TV back with another video, and in today's video I'll be reading this article to you guys that was written on Bleacher Report, and this article was written by Buckley, and the headline reads, NBA teams already regretting their 2021 offseason pickups. So ironically, Russell Westbrook is the first picture that you see. He says he has the Los Angeles Lakers second on the list. He says technically there's time for Russell Westbrook to find his footing with the Lakers, but unless you're a glass overflowing optimist or directly related to the Brody, why would you keep hope alive any longer? All of the worries initially attached to his Hollywood homecoming have come to fruition. When he hits the hardwood, the offense can't breathe and the defense can't stop the bleeding. In statistical terms, the offense is 7.4 points worse per 100 possessions with him than without him, and the defensive difference is 5.7 points per 100 possessions in the wrong direction. That's a total swing of 13.2 points per 100 possessions into the red by a player who will make $44.2 million this season and $47.1 million next season. It's technically a player option, but there is less than zero chance he declines it. Not to mention, he's a player LA drained its asset pool to acquire, as the Brody blockbuster costed Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and a first-round pick. So this quote is by Sam Amick. He states, "To me, he's best with the second unit, having the ball in his hands and pushing the pace," a scout said of Westbrook per the Athletic Sam Amick. He is a poor defender on a team full of poor defenders. He's not a great fit there either. It is just a matter of time before the Westbrook volcano erupts. So if you guys would like to read the full article, the link is in the description box. So what do you know? What do you know? The Lakers are now regretting their decision of trading for Russell Westbrook. And to many, they're acting as if this is some big surprise, or they're just all of a sudden so shocked that Russell Westbrook has been an absolute nightmare for the Los Angeles Lakers. However, I already knew this day was coming. Honestly, I knew this day was coming, and the truth is, I'm not even upset at Russell Westbrook because I actually watch these basketball games. See, fans, they are so emotionally attached. So all they do is they listen to ESPN headlines. Now, I've already understood Westbrook's style of play, his selfish mentality, his attitude towards the game. So if I see an untrained or an untamed pit bull across the street, not comparing Westbrook to a dog, but there's some slight similarities. But if I see a pit bull off the leash roaming the streets, bruh, I'm not going to invite this pit bull into my home. No, that makes absolutely no sense, brother. I will just stay in the house, look outside my window, outside my blinds, and look at an old man getting attacked by a pit bull. Like, wow, what a shame. They go back to bed. It's like, nah, but in all seriousness. So do the Lakers regret trading for Russell Westbrook? Absolutely, as they should, but they should have listened to me, okay? And the biggest decision they should regret is treating Kobe Bean Bryant, the greatest player that ever breathed on the face of this earth. They should regret treating Kobe Bryant as bad as they did in his final stages of his career, with him being loyal to the franchise for over 20 years, then handing the powers of the franchise and the keys over to LeBron James. And speaking of LeBron James, he is such a genius. I mean, one of the most smartest players, highest IQs in the game of basketball. And you guys want to know why? You guys want to know why? This was all a part of his method, man. You get it? Method, man. And I ain't talking about the rapper. It all makes sense now what LeBron James is doing. LeBron James is using Russell Westbrook as a pawn on the game of chess and basketball, okay? LeBron James, what is he doing right now? Whose record is he chasing? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? So by acquiring Russell Westbrook, he can practice load management. Which is what he's doing now. Allow Russell Westbrook to embarrass himself and have him exert all this energy, have him pushing the ball, allow him to shoulder most of the load of the team, and LeBron James will step in when he can, just to do a little bit enough, to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. So we know who's not regretting this decision for this trade: LeBron James. And you want to know why? Because LeBron James signed off on this deal to acquire Russell Westbrook, and he's now enjoying every single last minute of it while he's currently out. So Westbrook can stand on the big stage all alone and get all the boos from the crowd, all the blame, all the backlash, all the scrutiny, while LeBron James is given freedom to control the entire league and be above the law, above the rules. He can walk on the court, not as a head coach, by the way, but in his street clothes, and tell the referees that even though you're a professional and you're good at what you do, you have mastered what you do. You're making bad calls. You're making bad calls. You have to be the worst referee in history. This is what he's telling them. He's done it all. He has done it all except told Adam Silver that he's now officially fired, and now LeBron James is the new NBA commissioner. That's the only thing he hasn't done yet. The Lakers will probably be the first team in NBA history that will finish this season with a losing record and still make the playoffs, and LeBron James will set it up to go straight to the finals. The Lakers will go straight to the finals with a losing record, people. But Kevin Durant has warned the world about Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook has been awful. So let's not act like we've seen an alien just walk the face of this earth and we're all so surprised. This is who Westbrook always been. This is who he is. A terrible three-point shooter, horrible defender, but he's still a great player. But him and LeBron James styles are similar, so it's never going to work. I seen somewhere on Facebook where a fan was like, I don't know why everybody is panicking. The Miami Heat team, when they first assembled, went 8-9 to start the season. Fool, do you know this ain't the Senior Citizens League? Those days are over. That was when LeBron James was in his prime. The Lakers are the only old folks trying to keep up with their grandkids in the league. Okay? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like and subscribe. I'm out.